So, today I made a crazy redstone contraption that I like to call the Super PP for Super Potion Producer. It is the all-in-one potion maker for everyone who plays Minecraft. I say this because most people probably look up a chart when they want to make a potion. Well, this machine removes the need for a chart and it has full potion customizability. The best part is, it only took around 12 hours for me to build. So here's how to use it. You're going to start off using this machine by choosing which potion you want. Now it has 14 potions it can make, which is every single potion except for Turtle Master. So, you have speed, slowness, leaping, strength, healing, harming, poison, regen, fire resistance, water breathing, night vision, invisibility, slow falling, and weakness. Now if you look above, you might have seen that there's a different number of seconds for each one of these. Well, this is how long it takes for the potion to be finished brewing after you press a button. So, you press the button, and you wait 55 seconds. So I just waited for 55 seconds, and if I were to look over here in the potion brewing station, you can see all of these are done. Now, it's not exactly 55 seconds, it's rounded up to the nearest multiple of 5, just to allow for some user error. However, if you are going to be counting in your mind, you might want to add an extra few seconds just to be sure it's finished brewing. Then, once it is finished brewing, you can hit send potion to the next area. It will pick up all 3 of your potions and send them up by the water stream into the second area. Now you can see potions that you can't add redstone to are healing and harming. Potions that you can't add glowstone to are fire resistance, water breathing, night vision, invisibility, slow fall, and weakness. So you can see that if you want to increase how long the potion lasts, you add a redstone, and that takes 25 seconds to brew. If you want to increase how powerful the potion is, you want to add glowstone dust, and that takes 25 seconds. So for this, we've got a speed potion, so I would rather have speed 2 than a longer version of speed. So now we just wait for 25 seconds. So I'm all done waiting for my 25 seconds. If I go over into here, and I click on this, I can see, alright, speed 2. That's all done brewing. Now, you don't have to add these modifications if you don't want to, but whenever you're done either adding modifications or if you don't want to, you click send the potions to the next area, and they will be sent over. Now, it's kind of hard to see the potion in this area. You have to look behind a hopper to do it, but you can still see it. Now, this is a pretty cool part. You can say add a splash potion, which adds gunpowder. It takes 25 seconds to do. Or you can add gunpowder and dragon's breath to make it a lingering potion, and that takes 45 seconds. Now, I'm going to make it a lingering potion just to show you that it works. And I'm going to go into here and just show you. So, basically, it sends the gunpowder in first, and then the dragon's breath afterwards. So, now I've done waiting for the 45 seconds, you can see they're lingering potions now. So, if I were to go over here and send these off to the next section, you can see that they come over from up there, over onto the conveyor belt over here. Now, we can turn this on and have the potions come towards us. And boom, now you've got your lingering potions, or whatever potions you designed. And I think this machine is pretty cool. So, how does this machine work? Well, I'm going to explain it to you right now. So, I've showed you how to use it, but you don't know how it works. And I've tended to not shown how things work in the past on this channel, even though it's called Geeks in Training. So today I'm going to be explaining how the entire contraption works, as well as how it relates to things in the modern day world. So, at the very top of the machine there is a standard redstone sorting system. You use the dropper to spit out the blocks and align them against the edge of the hopper to let it slide down in the water without getting caught. This allows the hopper holding the same item to pick it up and therefore sort the item. The next part of this machine uses something called a PCBA, or in other words, a commonplace circuit board. These boards are used to make sure electrical timing is done to perfection. In Minecraft, the speed of a redstone signal is infinite, but we can add delays. Essentially, the top part of the machine is a 3D motherboard that tells the hoppers underneath the chests with the sorted items what items to send out and when to send them out. For example, the recipe for a speed potion is nether wart and then sugar. So let's say that you set up a circuit that lets the items through at the same time. Depending on where the item was in the storage system would change the order that the brewing stand receives the items, and this would most likely result in the useless mundane potion showing up in the brewery. This poses a problem that is simple to fix in theory, but due to limitations on the size of Minecraft blocks, is much harder in execution. What you need to do is make sure that the items are sent out in the correct order. This is done by using one of the great functions of redstone repeaters: delay. You can set the delay of a repeater from 1 to 4 ticks, where each tick is 1/10 of a real-world second. You can calculate how many ticks of delay are needed by counting the amount of hoppers between the chests and multiply by 6 2/3. You multiply by 6 2/3 because that is how long it takes for one item to transfer from one hopper to the next. The other way to find out how many ticks of delay you need is the strategy that I used called guess and check. It turned out my strategy was slower, but still effective. Once I had all of the repeater timings, all I had to do was make a hopper chain down to the brewing station. Once you have brewed your potion, you can send it off to the second section where you can amplify either the power or length of your potion. This is done by, once again, allowing only one item through and adding it to the potion. The signs next to the buttons tell you what potions you can and can't amplify certain aspects of. This can, again, send your potion to the next section, but you don't actually have to modify it if you don't want to. The third section is more modifications. You can leave your potion as is or modify it into a splash or lingering potion. In case you didn't know, to make a splash potion you need gunpowder, and to make a lingering potion you need a splash potion along with dragon's breath. So if you think about it, either way you need a splash potion, which means either way you need gunpowder. Due to this fact, we can use what is called a reusable function, which in this case will add gunpowder to your potion. Think of it this way. Say that someone wants water. Whether or not they want ice in their water, you're still putting water in the cup. This is an example of a reusable function because no matter what the desired outcome is, that action is still done. So in this case, we just have the button put gunpowder into the brewing station, and if the switch is flipped, puts dragon breath into the system as well. This last section is by far the most technical and hard to understand part of the machine, as it contains one of the great inventions of mankind: a conveyor belt. Now, I was just kidding about the whole technically involved part, but this is actually quite a cool design for Minecraft. Due to the fact that Minecraft has no friction, items will not slide along with the block that is being pushed unless it is honey. But honey doesn't look like a conveyor belt, does it? So I needed a cool way to transport items in a conveyor belt fashion. Now, whenever I'm bored, I tend to watch other people's redstone videos to help inspire me. Luckily, I saw an old Mumbo Jumbo redstone video where he used soul sand, which has a smaller height than other blocks. But how does this conveyor belt work? Well, essentially the small hitbox of soul sand allows for items to fall down and then be pushed by blocks that were taller. You can see that the items slide when on wool, but are then pushed by it after they fall into the soul sand. After gathering this knowledge, I knew that I had found the perfect design for my conveyor belt. So, this contraption is really a great example of how real-world things can be helpful in Minecraft. And that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed because I literally spent 12 hours on the contraption and many more researching things about it. So, if you liked the video, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.